If you remember earlier on, I mentioned that there's a cottage industry building around Twitter with people developing applications and so on. Now, twitdom.com is basically the Twitter application database. See, it says it up here in the top left hand corner. What it is there's more and more applications here. So if you create a Twitter application, you can submit it here. You just submit it and off it goes. But you can see there's loads of things. You can get your tweets put onto a t-shirt. You know, here you can get photographs. You know, there's all sorts of bits and pieces. I mean, there's way too much for us to ever go through, but you know, there's certainly lots of things you can do here. So you can take Twitter messages and forward them elsewhere. A Twitter search, who's stopped and started following you. You can publish your RSS feeds to your Twitter account. Yeah, all sorts of wonderful, wonderful pieces of information. Now let's have a look at the Twitter applications. I'm not going to go through them all because we'll be here forever if I do. Really, we will. But you can see, look, there's lots and lots of applications here, different categories, so you can pick categories. So these are browser plugins. These are all the different browser plugins. I mean, there really is a lot. There's some desktop applications, so these will run on your computer. You know, well, let's have a look. I'm just going to click on a couple at random, okay? What's this? Cat Food Follower is a tool for following new friends that follow you and removing friends that don't follow you. There you are. You know, we've obviously seen some tools that can do that. So there's that there. Let's look at Bird Feeder. What's this one? It's an automated Twitter marketing and management tool. So there you are. It locates users for you on based on specific criteria and then joins them. Sounds quite interesting, doesn't it? Very, very useful. You can try it today. Obviously, it's a purchase one. And you see here at the bottom tells you other applications. It's not been rated, so you can obviously look at the ratings. So, you know, I mean, there's so much here, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, where have we gone? Desktop applications. What else have we got? You can see there's pages and pages of them here. Similar applications. Right, so let's have a look. Let's go to page 9. Just pick one at random. Yeah, there's some web applications here as well. I mean, you know, look at all of these. I mean, well, let's have a look at Twitter Vampire, for example. It's a game that do you remember on Facebook they do all the games? You've got Twitter games here. You can build up points by following people around and biting them. I mean, how fantastic is this? The amount of tools that are here are just incredible. Twitter Weather publishes weather updates to your Twitter account. You know, I mean, there's loads and loads of things. I mean, this is the sort of thing, as I said, I mean, I have no idea what you'll find useful and what you won't. Obviously, we've not met yet. I don't know what you're trying to achieve from Twitter or how you run your business. But they've got over 900 applications here. You can see here there's more web ones. Twezance, where's Twezance gone? Let me just load that one up because I'm sure that'll be fun. There's all sorts of things. You can send virtual gifts to your friends, kind of like on Facebook. So, you know, how much fun is that? You know, you can start sending things like that to people. A lot of these probably won't be too interesting to you as a business user, but it's worth knowing they're here because there's a lot of tools on here that would be useful, like TwitRobot. It schedules posts RSS feeds to Twitter, so you can take your blog RSS feeds, post them to Twitter, follow up, bulk follow, and so on and so forth. So there's all sorts of information there. So you can see there's an awful lot here that is potentially going to be useful for you. It's probably not worth your while going through them all. You can see TwitScoop there. If you try and go through them all, it's going to take you forever. It really, really is going to be difficult for you to do. you can obviously search. You can sort of look more appropriately through here. So you can look and say, right, well, I want tools that allow me to do, do I want games, helper applications, and so on. So there's lots of different useful bits and pieces here. You can pick up Twitter application for specific phones, specific types of client, browsers, and so on. So there's an awful lot here. As I said, it really isn't worth our while going through this in great depth because we'll be here forever, we really will. This here, by the way, is the latest additions to this. These are the latest features that have been added. 1K days on Twitter, what's this about? You know, how... what use is this? You know, it just tells you how many days until you hit 1,000 days of Twitter usage. You do have to wonder if you really care, but you know, there's all sorts. There's absolutely everything on here, absolutely everything. So it doesn't matter what you're looking for or what you're trying to achieve. You can find tools on here. I mean, mobile. If we go into iPhone, you can see there's a whole load of iPhone applications here as well. So you can obviously, you know, use these as well. So there's a lot of stuff here that you may well find very, very useful. It's not worth your while sitting and going through and looking at every single one. With over 900 applications and more being added daily, you may well be there some time. What you want to do is just specifically look in particular areas you're interested in, or type in search criteria. I mean, oh, missed. We go into enhancements, Twitter backgrounds, and that'll bring up some various Twitter backgrounds that you can use. Always worth having a look at these. Lots and lots of different ones. So, you know, nothing wrong with using any of these at all. But you can see there is a lot here. It's a good directory of applications and one that's really worth your while spending some time having a look through. Find some useful applications, install them, use them to help develop your business. Remember, whatever you're doing, you are working on building your reputation as an expert. You're building yourself as an authority figure, and you're building a business through Twitter. Twitter perhaps is just one angle of your business. So therefore, whatever you do has to be professional and above board. So a lot of these applications, the games, the sending funny things to people, may not be any good on your business Twitter account, but you may want to use it on your personal one. Your business one has to stay business related. That's what it's all about. So that's TwitDom. It's an applications directory. TWITDOM.com.